Warm Everett, round of applause. Jaci, everybody.
Everett, how are you guys doing? I'm so happy to be here. I am Jaci, and I have 3 kids, so I love telling people that I'm a stay-at-home mom because there's such a stigma around house arrest. Crazy. I have 3 young kids, so we go to the park like every day because a cute kid on a swing, oh, it's just the only way that you can push them. It's good for everyone, okay? Uma needs this. Get the fuck up there. My son's always like, Mom, it's too high. I'm like, this isn't about you. It's for me. Gotta have our park time. I love being up north here, it's really great. Love Seattle, love the Space Needle, you know? Yeah, just what Seattle needs, more needles. Oh, it's crazy. I shouldn't talk though, you guys. I'm from Tacoma. I know, it's great. It was crazy. I did live in Seattle and I moved down, and it was very hard to get used to Tacoma when I found out that every day in Tacoma is pajama day. I heard they do that here in Everett too, maybe. It's a weird thing. Everybody's in on it too. Like just the other day I was talking to this guy, I was like, listen, I get that this is a serious conversation, but I'm so distracted by your onesie. Officer. Very casual in Tacoma. Very casual. I bought a house in an up-and-coming neighborhood, which I was so excited, yeah, and I found out later that that's just realtor talk for really shitty. Yeah, I know that because I've been robbed multiple times since I moved. That's just Tacoma's way of hazing you. I'm like, oh my God, am I part of the group? Stop it. No, really, stop. I want to keep my stuff, you know. Yeah, I think my favorite time that I was robbed, like, if I had to choose, you know, if you're gonna stick a gun up to my head, which they will. My favorite time that I was robbed was when someone stole plants out of my yard. Yeah, I mean that literally, they dug them out of the ground. Tacoma's committed. Like, they're not gonna get dressed, but they'll bring a shovel. I never found out who they were, you guys, but I knew that they had to be local because of the slipper tracks. On brand. I do love Tacoma, but right now I have a very Tacoma problem. We have mice in our house. Oh, I know my kids picked a terrible time to get into raisins. Oh, I know. Every snack time in my house is like Russian roulette. It is. It's like, is it a raisin? Is it not a raisin? Is it a raisin? Is it not a raisin? It doesn't matter. They taste the same. Grape. Old crusty grapes, man. Raisins, it's a weird snack. You know, people who like raisins are just like gay guys who only date old men. Yeah, because they're like, I want something fruity. And it's gotta be wrinkly. Oh, it's weird. Having mice, it's been very stressful. Having mice infestation is just like having STD, okay? Because it's like, yeah, like, I'm not stoked about it, but it beats being lonely. Like, oh, I'm incredibly itchy, but I have a nighttime buddy. It's fun. Motherhood has changed me a lot, you guys. Are there any moms in the house? Let's have a play date. That's just where I bring the booze and no one's watching the kids. Yeah, it's fun. It's problematic. Hence the house arrest. Motherhood has changed me a lot. Like before I had kids, you guys, I used to be way more judgmental. Like just for instance, if I saw like a super trashy house, first thought in my head would be like, oh my God, are they cooking meth in there? That's not very nice. Full on Karen. But I know I've changed because the other day, you guys, I saw someone doing meth. First thought in my head was like, parenting's hard. I get it. We all gotta have our me time, sister. Our me time. You added the TH, but that's... Okay, we got some spellers in here, Everett. Literacy. Nobody ever laughs at that joke in Tacoma. Very sad. Oh my goodness. I do love being a mom, but I worry sometimes, you guys. I worry. Sometimes things happen as a parent. You wonder, like, oh, is this gonna be a traumatic moment for my kid, you know? And then there are other times you're sure of it. I just fucked you up. Oops. Yeah, and I did that, you guys. I did. The other day, I sent my kid to play outside, and I was, you know, just for a little me time. You know, I didn't have the TH. This time, sorry, that was weird. Anyway, I sent him to play outside. I was just settling into my second glass of wine, fourth. And I heard my son yell, and he was like, Mom! So I ran out. You guys, my kid had opened the recycling bin and found all of his old artwork that I had thrown away. I know, I stuck it on the top like a rookie. You gotta bury that shit deep like you just killed a drifter. Like ABCs, I'm not going down for that shit. Get down there. It was sad, you guys. It looked like the final days of Enron out there. Papers just flying everywhere. He's like, I knew these were important papers. He had a briefcase. Some of you are too young for Enron, I see that now. I was like, buddy, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. He was like, Mom, it's full. I was like, buddy, I only keep the good ones, so whose fault is this really? I know. Listen, I love a good egg carton wrapped in duct tape just as much as the next person. Okay. But he's turning me into a hoarder. And listen, I am all for like kids expressing themselves creatively, you know, I am. But hashtag not all kids. All right? It's crazy, and you know where they're getting all this stuff from too, right? School. They send home, are there teachers here? Don't tell me. They send home 1,000 papers a day. I'm like, it is 2022. Kindergarten should be paperless. Email me that shit. I will get rid of it quicker than Hillary Clinton, I swear to God. Delete. School's the worst, you guys. They just did a whole unit on saving the planet. My son brought home 30 paintings of trees. I was like, buddy, did you guys talk about deforestation at all? Because your class just did it, buddy. But I love this painting of a rainforest. Looks just like the one you guys wiped out. It was sad though, you guys. At one point when he found his artwork, he picked one up and he started crying. He was like, I made this in preschool. Like, Sweetie, listen, okay, listen close. I made you in a Chili's. I didn't keep the napkins. You gotta let it go, honey, okay? Gotta let it go. I feel bad though, you guys. I do feel bad because he would ask me where this stuff was and I would totally lie. Be like, I don't know, buddy. But I know I've broken his trust because the other day he asked me where his brother was. And when I said grandma's, you guys, he went straight for the recycle bin. I've been Jaci Churchison. Thank you guys so much, Everett. I love you.
Yeah, keep it going for Jaci.